pleasure to see you, Eivor.
Come to me. I want to see the Alliance map. What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious Thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
Eivor, if you've a moment to spare... There was so much we were...
Tovi.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed. Sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work. As if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. But this was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi. And know you are valued.
Get the murdering heathen!
Not be seen in this area.
Hey, what? I'll finish you!
Moist little coward, aren't you?
single massive wound to the chest from a large weapon. Northern raiders. You've been avenged, friend. Azar, the river's clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolfkist.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive, king of Dublin. The Nothnir never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Asar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah. I would like to see this land. And my cousin Baurith.
Ireland. A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Baurith, as Norse as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Baurith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barrett's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Baurith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly, he is loved by his people. Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Baurith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Baurith. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Að færa heim mikið af silfri í ár. Mun ekki eigi hlusta að vælan nýjar öxar, þá eigum að kaupa lit.
Don't get distracted!
Einu sinni finnst frísk maður með langskipmönnum mínum. Hann dengdi að lauka og mátti eigi róa til að bjarga lífið. Við viltum gaf því.
Eivor!
Menn
Over here!
blotna. Eigum að efla til þeirra áður en verða fúsir til blauts kristins matar og gleyma silfurs.
Ef ekki sé aldrei annar fiskmann, mun það vera of skjótt. Hann drap oss mjög við að redda hátt þegar við reyndum að skeiðast valskra varðals.
Over here, Eivor!
Átti jarl vit nokkur, þá veri bannað að fæða í bænum. Munu þau vinna matanum, eigum nógu að gera hér.
Bær þessum þarna góð norræn
Don't get
atfór.
distracted!
Það sáttar sem á temja land útblind og spýta í andlit heljar.
Over here, Eivor! Eivor! Over here! Over here, Eivor!
Ramman mun hreypa drag, segi ég. Þá fjandins dregur upp. Mun það vera allt sem að...
Get distracted!
Við viltum sumaritt fyrra og sildum svo að virðist oss svál sem við myndum falla af heimi. Anskotans sjómaður sopnaði.
Vi nästan vill att jag ska föra med några smådjurnars. Slare kan med botmans att rottliga i rassen om han bär och sluga tök inom.
Við erum að blotna segi ég. Byggir þú að feðgin okkar myndi eira undir þessu láta bílífi?
Jag man skjuta i honom att han fallisk i viking. Man ber att en är saktläs i Germatonus varg och man slana midjan med spjut
Don't
i.
get distracted!
Någon skerjat hans.
Heyrðir þú Egilsson? Hann var svo drukkinn að þeysti upp úr honum, spýja mikla og gaus í andlit Arnmóður. En Arnmóður varð með andlit. Sveinan að blotna nú, eigi sem í fornæsku.
Och sin mun falla upp han, säger jag. För att äger fibli vet jag vad han gör.
Eivor! Over here!
Leiðsagarmenn sem gegna eru til besta vandræði sjómönnum. Ég klíti engum aldrei lengur. Ég sé fyrir mínum vegi sjálfur.
Heimskir vitlängsing vi far mig att taupassen ratatoskor och bära svidartol och en lägga malvid.
Don't get distracted!
Heyra en ég hef höggvið 10 tré í dag, mamma. Einu sinni en dregi út í járnspón. Var ég van því að höggva 20 fyrir morgumat.
Later du så god fiskar
Over here, Eivor!
Han har bygga hus. Vill läsa att han bära fiska bygga egi hus.
Ég misti skip vegna hans. Ef við mætum aftur, ég mun eiga hann. Það segi ég.
Och vad?
Eivor! Over here!
Mitt eget tal om deg, Juno. Hon har talat till att jag mitt rinnum profen.
Leiðsagarmenn sem gegna eru til versta vandræði sjómönnum. Ég klíti engum aldrei lengur. Ég sé fyrir mínum vegi sjálfur.
Insamliga mattiger esid, fanir, tröll och gjatar. Evig ben mina tak i hårt han mycket svek och gjottir kjeda i hofelans dant i brand.
Don't get
Við viltum
distracted!
sumaritt fyrra og sildum svo að virðist oss svál sem við myndum falla af heimi. Anskotans sjómaður sopnaði.
Han ett Valhalla ta mer satt. Fram öppnen det var hela sen gjort i så på det på med mjölning.
Eivor! Come over here!
Sem heldur nálgast eigi áður en verður sér lokið.
Þá fjandinn dregur upp. Men það vera allt sem maður getur gert eigi að deyja á skergar. Gleyma
Mér finnst þetta allt saman vera mikið keskimaður. Hann Lokisen að hann fikk til að gera lífið til mörg. Láta mig baka bíl samliga.
Bíða sinna stund.
Over here, Eivor!
Við eigum breyta ráð ef það er svo til. En eigum hafa þolrið. Giptan með þér.
Segja allt í heim. Máttu var við að raun. Það til að halda.
Eivor! Come over here! Over here, Eivor! Don't get distracted! Eivor! Come over here! Over here, Eivor!
Þórður vilja hafa brauði.
Eivor! Come over here! Don't get distracted! Over here, Eivor! Just look at her docks! Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
This port, I plan to secure my kingship.
Fresh fish. Hi.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Barrett, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
very nice bow. Thank you, Borith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Asa told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
Gull og silfur, mat og drikk auðvitað. En hvað fleira?
There, up ahead. My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve Mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Up, Barad, Fodia!
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Hey, you're Boris' cousin. It's a grand do, isn't it?
Or king one day? He'll be gone.
Enough with your willfulness. It is past time to put away childish things.
What?
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the ass.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Only shitbirds mock their father under his own roof.
Right. Because the cousin who just arrived has the authority over how I speak in my own home.
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then. If you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch. I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Bareth can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Survey the area, Sudan. Barith. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a solemn debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky, moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come. If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away. Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
Why Thor's hammer, Barith? I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Boris Makiwad, give yourself up! Back! Bind his hands!
Who are these men?
Damn you bastards!
Come! You shall speak me!
Who were they?
Myasin?
I feel great.
This way. My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flann. That's certain. Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flann does not embrace you, Barith. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps he'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barith, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barith, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flaun's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flaun on Rise of Sun.
I'll never learn.